Okay, guys. So, Psaro the Manslayer without any healers is possible. I managed to do a couple test runs. The first one was very sloppy, but this one I might be able to do without using any kerplunk bracers, but they're still pretty handy. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over our setup. Our levels are actually not that high for this. We got Ragnar here. Miracle Sword is the best thing to do to keep our durability up. It's 100% the best. I put him on the Dragon Shield because I'd rather have the breath resistance over the magic resistance that the Mirror Shield has. But I had the Mirror Shield just to test it out to see what's better and all that, and I still kind of prefer the breath. But if you need more defense, Mirror Shield is worthwhile. But you'll be heavily resistant to magic, but breath attacks will still be kind of wiping you because the liquid metal armor only does magic. So, and Iron Mask is the best you can do for the time being. Now, what I could have done, by the way, is arranged Torneko to try to steal some Metal King helms from, well, Metal King slimes. Or liquid metal helms. I don't remember what the name is. Whatever. The metal helms. I could have arranged him to try to steal those, but one, it's very rare. It's annoying as hell. And two, well, I didn't need to. That was the main thing. Like, I didn't even really have to grind any of the Metal Kings at all. I don't think I even killed one yet. So, anyway, yeah, Staff of Salvation's on him just in case, but he shouldn't need it. Next up is Alina. She's on her best stuff here. Falcon Knife Earrings, Magical Skirt. Magical Skirt's the best I can give her for the time being, anyway. Golden Tiara and a Mighty Armlet, so she's going to be attacking hard. I didn't mention before, but I do have Mighty Armlet on Ragnar, and I have 2 Kerplunk bracers for just in cases. As for Alina, the Golden Tiara, not the Golden Tiara. Staff of Salvation is on her, just in case she has to self-heal. Originally, I was planning to make her the reliable healer, even though it meant less damage, because Maya has pretty good damage, but Alina out-damages her most of the time, not all the time. But anyway, Alina will sometimes have to self-heal, and she may need to revive as well. In my test runs, only Alina and Maya died. Boria somehow survived. Anyway, we also have Zythian Shield for one section. That's when they use the Wax spell. Someone's gonna probably die, and that's why those Yig leaves are for. Yigdu for emergency healing. Massacre Sword in case for some reason Maya and Boria can't use sap at the time. This way Alina can contribute and use sap in a variation anyway, so that Ragnar can hit hard. Ragnar is just going to be hitting hard. And also Alina's got 1 Kerplunk bracer for just in case as well. Then we have Maya here. Took her weapon off to make some room, even though I didn't really need to. Staff of Salvation to help heal, but she'll be mostly attacking. She's got the Liquid Metal Shield. I want her to be around for a bit. This will give her some good breath resistance. And Meteorite Bracer, just keep her speedy. She also has 1 of the leaves and 1 Yigdu as well, because she should survive decently well against breath attacks thanks to the shield. Boria, Flowing Dress, because it's the better breath-resistant armor. Gale Shield's the best he can get since he can't have the Metal King shield. And a Happy Hat is his best hat for defense at this time. And he'll be our Sage Stone healer. He's the main support, using either Sage Stone, Zythian Sword, also has his own Yigdu, because we have 3 of those, and a Kerplunk Bracer for just in case as well. And we also have Torneko. Torneko's not... I did try him in the battle, but it gets sloppy because he's not reliable to help out. But if he has to go into battle, he has his Miracle Sword and Staff of Salvation, but mostly he's going to be the biggest oh shit button we have. And I have the Kerplunk bracers on him, and if everybody dies, I'm going to send in... But Torneko's going to come in alongside Sparky. Sparky will help with a little bit of defense, meat shielding if need be, but it's mainly... Essentially, Torneko's taking the NES Nara's place of just being a Kerplunk heal battery type of thing. Now, the Kerplunk bracers only work in battle. Your team that's in battle, it won't work for those in the wagon, which is both good and bad. It means, hey, good, I don't have to worry about accidentally reviving the useless people here. On the bad side is anyone that's not out ain't going to be revived, so at max a 3 will be revived. But anyway, here's our stats. I gave a lot of strength seeds to Ragnar to help max his attack out faster, because Alina's natural strength grow faster than Ragnar's in the beginning. I split the life seeds between Maya and Boria so they have at least 250 health. I also gave Boria some resilience seeds so that he could get a little bit better defense because his defense is pretty shit. So, and I think that's all the seed divvying. I didn't give either of them any mana seeds, so no worries about that. Enough of my yammering, though. It is time to get going. So, those are the steps I've taken with this. With hope I won't just completely and utterly screw up this first fight. I might have some bad luck, but I believe this is reliably done if I have to use kerplunk bracers. I have to get extraordinarily unlucky, which is possible, for this to be a complete failure. Good job, Alina. Sap missed. Alright. Attack was spread. So these two will attack. Maya's gonna switch over to use sap instead, and we'll have Boria heal everybody. But yeah, Maya is a split attacker. She'll be helping healing sometimes. Only when needed, though. Like, that's one great thing about Ragnar there, is that he can just get his health back. Alright, I'm gonna say self-heal yourself here so that you can oomph Ragnar. Because oomph will last for the first 3 forms, at least. I don't think oomph is needed on Alina. So I'm going to go back to Kafrizzle, and you can go back to your Sage Stone. Good, and there goes the arm. Alright, now these 3 are going to attack, and he's going to go back to sap time, because each form defense gets reset. Very good. Just one attack around, but it's going to be hitting hard. Good thing Ragnar hits hard as well. That's why the oomph is pretty helpful here, because he'll heal more. You could put a crackle in now. You could also do an oomph, but yeah, it's not worth it. Just top off everyone's health. Alina is not very protected against breath attacks at all. So, ooh, wow, a dodge. So yeah, she's a little bit vulnerable in that regard. That's where a lot of people tend to... You know what? I'm going to throw a crackle out. That's where a lot of people tend to not really like Alina in this final battle, because she doesn't have any breath resistance. She's great damage, but no resistance sucks. Anyway, this is the tough part here, where he can cast Whack. This is where I'm going to let Alina use Zenithian Shield. We're going to have you, Kafrizzle, and you need to sap. But yeah, that's just to help Alina's survivability a little here, because it also helps with the magic a bit too. Okay, you 3 are going to attack. You probably don't need to heal right now. You should be going all out just to get rid of the whack phase. I could also have Boria use bounce on himself too. I forgot about Sweet Breath. Ah, our mages are down. That's gonna suck. This is where if there needs to be healing, Alina would come in. But yeah, we're going into this with 2 sleepy supporting members here. That ain't good. Well, while he's writhing, I'm gonna drink some water. My throat gave out a little bit there. Alright, so now it has the light breath attacks. This is a case where we want Alina to use the Masker Sword. There you go. Alright, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, if they don't wake up... Alina, you're gonna have to start healing. If we have to, we'll use a Yigdu. That was the lighter breath. Yeah, we need to get everybody awoken still. Alright, you can start attacking, and you're going to have to go support route now. Why don't you heal him? I think it's a bounce wore off, but we got to get a good sap on this guy too, and we got to get Boria up and running again. I'm going to have her heal herself. It's okay to... We could probably stall for time here, okay, because even if he meditates, it's not the end of the world. I don't know what effects we had on us. The oomph was gone before. We just have him sapped. And I don't think bounce was still up either. But anyway, Boria's back up. Let me get the sap completely underway. And why don't you... Nah, you got a Sage Stone. Okay, we're not going to oomph yet. Alright, I think you can get away with the oomph now, and you can start Kafrizzling. But yeah, keeping Ragnar's attack up is great. Not having Insulate or Kabuff kind of sucks, though. Alright, that's a Sage Stone time. I think we can get away with just a simple Sage Stone. We don't need the extra healing. We're not at Cold Breath moment yet. Alright, good. He basically lost his turn, and we got that one extra round of healing. So, Boria can probably get away with the healing this time with Maya sapping, maybe? This phase has the slightly tougher breaths. Yeah. Yeah, we want to try to top everybody off. The item healing is pretty damn good, though. Okay. That's a good thing. Let Ragnar take all that, because he's going to be healing very well right now. You go ahead and Kafrizzle, and he's going to be healed up too. Should I oomph someone else again? Sap is up. I think he could attack if he wanted to. Bounce won't matter here, so... Yeah, why don't you go ahead and Crackle? I think he resists it somewhat, but it lets Boria use some of his MP a little bit too. Very good. Keep hitting Ragnar, thank you. Oh yeah, I love that healing. Alright, I'm gonna actually Sage Stone this time. Yeah, Ragnar is the least likely to die here. As long as he's got that Miracle Sword, he's good. Sap plus Oomph is great to keep him healed too, but Sap is the minimum you need. Oomph is the cherry on top. Let me see. Yeah, you go ahead and Kafrizzle and Sap, because I think Ragnar will be fine. Besides, if we get him to use Disruptive Wave, that's one less turn he'll be breathing on us. Ugh, don't hit Alina. Alright, I'm actually going to Salvation Staff her, and Sage Stone. Because Alina's actually more in danger than Maya, because Maya has the breath resistances at least. Keep hitting Ragnar, thank you. Oh yeah. You can go back to Kafrizzle, and you can just Sage Stone again. Honestly, this is pretty satisfying, not having to need a full healer or anything. I suppose if you have numbers, you don't need a full healer, but you do need to have people to use items to heal. Very fascinating, though. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and pass forward a little there. I love that pose. That is such a cool pose. Alright, bounces up. Attack. He's still oomphed at the moment. She can't Kafrizzle right now, and she can't Sap either. So what she's going to do is Salvation. Yeah, may as well top off Ragnar because she doesn't have something she can do at the moment. And you're gonna Zenithian Sword. And bounce spell's gone. Alright. And there goes Oomph. Alright, that's fine. You can hit Ragnar. You'll get a little healing there. Let me see. I think... Yeah, go ahead and Kafrizzle and Sap. Very good. Alright, this is where Alina might start falling behind or die. Oh, big time. This is where the Yigdu actually is going to come in. So I'm actually going to do this and use up his Yigdu here. Because we need that. I am using some of these ultimate items, though, so it's going to make, if I decide to do any bonus stuff, even harder. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Salvation and Sage Stone. See if that actually does enough for her. I don't think it will, but she's going to get as much damage out as she can. Oh, that was lucky. That could have been a lot worse. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to keep doing this. Oh, wow. I expected that to go on a little longer, but okay. Yep, that's how you beat Dragon Quest IV without using any characters that have the healing spells. Wow. I gotta say, I've been very impressed with this run, honestly. I didn't realize how much you could just brute force things if you really need to. Now, here's what I'm willing to do. I am willing to try out Fuyang and Chow Mein with this party. But I'm not sure how I feel about doing Amon yet. It depends if we get through Fuyang and Chow Mein pretty easily, then maybe. But I'm not sure yet. In any case, though, I guess I will see you at least at an attempt with Chow Mein and Fuyang. See you next time.